right now I am on a boat, and it's actually quite appropriate that I am on a boat today given our destination. Over the past couple of days we've been traveling throughout Japan, just kind of soaking in the amazing history that they have in this country. And currently we are on a ferry going from the city of Hiroshima to the island of Etajima. Etajima, for the longest time, was a kind of a hub for the Japanese Navy and was home to the Imperial Japanese Naval Academy. And today they have a museum there, so we're going to go check out the museum. We're going to kind of walk the grounds and see what we can learn about the history of Japan's Navy. All right, well, we just rolled up to the port here at Etajima. And again, our main objective today is to go walk the ground of the former Imperial Japanese Naval Academy. But there's also a little bit of a personal touch here for me. My grandpa, as I've mentioned in other videos, was in the 40th Infantry Division in the Korean War and was stationed here in Japan for a little bit before he went into combat in Korea. And he actually spent some time here at Etajima and took a few photos, had a few souvenir photos that he bought. But yeah, for me, this is kind of neat being here and I don't know, kind of seeing some of the similar things that he would have when he was a younger guy in the Korean War. All right, we're gonna walk around here for a little bit and then we're gonna head on down to the Academy grounds. All right, well, we just got onto the grounds of the old Japanese Naval Academy, and here's the deal. We got ourselves a tour group back here. This is still an active military facility, so they're not gonna just let me kind of run around here. But it's all Japanese people, as you might expect, and it's all in Japanese, so I can't understand a dang thing that is being said on this tour. So I'm gonna kind of have to, there was a nice gentleman who didn't speak English, but brought us an English guide. So we're going to kind of do our best here to show what's here on the grounds. So in 1888, the Japanese Imperial Naval Academy was relocated from Tokyo to Etajima. And at that time, the Japanese Naval Academy was one of the top 3 naval academies in the world. The other 2 being Dartmouth with the British and Annapolis with the Americans. Now, at the end of the Second World War, the Imperial Naval Academy ended its 57-year history. Now, that would have been in December of 1945. And the building that we are looking at right now is the ceremonial hall. So this was constructed in 1917. It's made of granite, and in the Imperial Navy days was used for major events. So there would, like any kind of grand entrance of somebody important, graduation ceremonies would all take place in this building. All right, and it looks like my tour group is leaving me, so I'm gonna catch up here. We just stepped inside the ceremonial hall, and our tour guide is giving us some really good information and history about this place. Again, unfortunately, I can't understand any of it, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of research after we leave this place. Here's one thing that I can tell you is that this room looks quite nice and it's big. I mean, you could stack a lot of hay in here. Also, something that I'll point out, of course, we're at a naval academy. So if you look at the chandeliers, well, they are fashioned in the shape of a ship's wheel. But yeah, that's the ceremonial hall. All right, so we just left the ceremonial hall and are now moving to this building. So this building currently serves as the officer candidate school here on Etajima. So I just ran into someone else on this tour who doesn't speak Japanese. It's a Chinese guy by the name of Gao. And yeah, he can't understand anything that's going on here either. And he actually subscribed to the YouTube channel. Pretty excited. But anyway, I was going to put him on camera, and he goes, "Oh, no. He said, if people saw me here, it would not be good for me." So it's kind of interesting how fresh some of those wounds are from World War II all of these years later. Even though I can't speak Japanese, it's cool to walk these grounds and know that this is the same campus where people like Yamamoto and Nagumo and some of the other big names in World War II naval history for the Japanese walked. Yeah, it's a very interesting place. All right, the building that we are looking at right now is the Naval Museum here on the grounds that used to be the Imperial Japanese Naval Academy. And the museum is absolutely incredible. We just walked out of there. Unfortunately, they don't allow any photography or videography in there, which is really a shame because the museum is amazing. They had all kinds of artifacts in there connected to Yamamoto, stuff from the Russo-Japanese War, the Second Sino-Japanese War, a lot of World War II stuff. They had flags in there that were signed by kamikaze pilots. But of course I wanted to respect their wishes and not do any photography or videography. I couldn't have done it anyway, just because I pulled out my phone to translate something, and there was this old boy swooped down on me like a hawk in like 2 seconds until he realized what I was doing. He was, yeah, quick to act. But here's what we can show. This right here is a shell from the Japanese battleship Yamato. So the Yamato set out from here in December of 1941, or it was built in the Kuri Navy dockyard near Etajima in December of 1941, sorry, and was the largest battleship in the Imperial Japanese Navy and participated in some legendary battles, Philippine Sea, Leyte Gulf, and the Yamato was eventually sent to the bottom of the ocean during the Battle of Okinawa. But yeah, this is one of the shells from the Yamato. All right, now here's something else really interesting that we can show. What we're looking at is a Japanese midget sub, specifically a Ko Hyoteki class. What makes this one exceptionally interesting, this is one of 5 of the midget subs that participated in the attack on Pearl Harbor. Now it was found sunk near Pearl Harbor and then returned to Japan in 1961. Had a couple of 45-centimeter torpedoes and would be operated by 2 crew members. But yeah, that is really interesting that they have this here. Here's another midget sub that they have here. This is called a Kairu class sub. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, maybe. But this was a special sub that was constructed to meet the advancing U.S. naval forces. And about 230 of them were built by the end of the war, but none of them were used. But this was supposed to be kind of used in a moment of desperation by the Japanese. And oh boy, we're getting rushed out of here. Our crew is leaving us. Okay, now I don't know what's going on, but the tour group is kicking off to the left, and I want to show something off to the right. I really wish that we could get up close and check this out right here. This is the 40-centimeter turret that was on, at one point, the Battleship Mutsu. So the Battleship Mutsu was at Midway and participated in some other big naval battles, and ended up having some sort of accident where there was an internal explosion that ended up sending it to the bottom of the sea. But anyway, yeah, out there is one of the turrets. right, well, it looks like our tour is wrapping up. I don't know if that was everything that you hoped and dreamed for out of a history traveler video, but we showed what we could. Very interesting place. Again, I really wish I could have shown what was in that museum because it was top notch. But anyway, again, pretty interesting to walk these grounds where men like Ugaki and Yamamoto and other big figures from Japanese naval history in World War II walked when they were here at the Academy. But yeah, as for now, I'm gonna head off to the next place.